One of the most enduring criticism about school, about the educational system, is because there are several skills that are important for survival. There are several things that are very primary to surviving as human being that the school did not cover. And these things are things that whether we like it or not, we'll be in situations where we need to demonstrate this skill as that are meant to be inherent, that are meant to be very, that is compulsory for everyone because they are survival skill. And today I'm going to be taking us through some of the skills that are essential for survival that are not taught in school. Thank you for visiting Log TV channel. Kindly watch this video to the end, like, comment and subscribe and turn the notification on so that when we upload more amazing videos like this, you can see them in real time. The first one is basic financial management, financial literacy. A lot of people struggle to make sense out of their finances because of the fact that when they see little opportunity, they blow it up. They don't have a proper financial orientation about investing, about managing incomes and others, about multiplying, like multiplying money from one to two and all that is something that a lot of people did not know. And that is why it's not that enough people did not have opportunity to be doing well financially. It's just that a lot of people have the opportunity to be doing well financially, but they blew it up because of poor financial management skill. And that is why this skill, even though it is not taught in school, is very important because if you have no matter how much you make today, without proper financial management, you will not be able to sustain it. So making money is easy, sustaining it, multiplying it is the most difficult task. And that is something that is not being taught within the four walls of this classroom. And that why a lot of people struggle to remain financially buoyant for a long time. Stories abound of people who were doing well financially before and at the point they go bankrupt and all that. We have a lot of them, people that have been in the limelight before, people that have enjoyed fame before that eventually went broke. And partially this, there are several other factors that could be responsible for this: bad investment and all that. But then one of those things, bad investment, crisis and all that. But one of those things that have been seen to be central to a lot of people coming from doing well financially to going bankrupt is lack of financial literacy, like lack of financial planning, financial literacy and basic and investment, wealth management. So that those are the things that, so this skill is essential, and there's a lot of book that has been written about the importance of this skill. But a lot of people are still blowing it up today. Like a lot of people could not distinguish between basic, what is a liability, what is an asset, and what they should invest in at a particular point in time. And this is a skill, this is a competence that everyone need to have, regardless of your profession, regardless of your gender. Knowing how to manage and invest, how to multiply what you already have goes a long way. Another essential survival skill that is not taught in school is managing failure. No matter what you are and regardless of what you're going to be, at certain point in your life you have to deal with defeat, you have to deal with failure, you have to deal with rejection. So knowing how to manage this, knowing how to suppress the negative emotion that comes with this ugly situation and turn it into the desire, into the drive for success goes a long way. And this is a skill that is not taught in school. That is why you see a lot of people at the first sight of failure they already give up, and that is because of the fact that this skill is a skill that has not been embedded within the school curriculum. Failure, though is a negative thing, is an asset, is a motivation that could be turned into a consistent drive for success. And that is something a lot of people need to do. And that is something that differentiates those that are accomplished with those that are struggling. Because those that are accomplished are not just accomplished, they have passed through some defeat as well. They have had their own fair share of failure as well, but they did not stop at that failure. They take it as a motivation to do more, a motivation to even continue striving. And that is why they are able to turn the tide around. And that is an essential skill that you need to cultivate for survival in life that is not taught in school. Whether you like it or not, ask any accomplished person out there, they are going to tell you they have encountered failure at the point. So whatever you are, whatever you choose to be, you are going to have to learn how to manage failure, because failure is a recipe for success. So, and if you now stop at it without thinking of ways to turn it around, you are going to be held at that junction for a long time. The third skill is goal setting. If wishes were horse, beggars might ride. Beggars are not riding because it is not everybody that knows how to set realistic goal, that knows how to set smart goals and follow it through. Everybody has the liberty to have ambition, could have aspiration, could hope for a better tomorrow, but a lot of people did not know the step-by-step process towards moving from vision into reality. The step-by-step process of turning wishes into reality is something that is lacking, and that is it is something that is not taught in school, and it is an essential skill that everyone needs to cultivate to survive. Calculated risk taking, and it is something that distinguishes accomplished people from those that are struggling taking risk. But then it is not just about taking risk, it is about taking calculated risk. There is a very little difference between those that won't take risk at all and those that will just take risk blindly. So in your interest to always check the pros and cons. What is the worst result that could come out? What is the cost and what is the benefit? Doing a cost and benefit analysis will help you to know, okay, which risk is worth it and which is not worth it. And this is a skill that is very important for survival in life. The fifth skill is relationship building. As human beings, we are going to have two categories of relationship. We are going to have the horizontal relationship and we are going to have the vertical relationship. The horizontal relationship is our relationship with our peers, with our colleagues, with people that we belong to the same cohort. Whereas our horizontal relationship can further be splitted into two categories. We have the upper vertical, that is our relationship with those that are older than us, those that are of higher status than us. Those are the upper vertical relationship. Lower vertical relationship is a relationship with those that are beneath us, and managing all these relationships very well and appropriately is very essential for survival. You need your colleagues at a point, and at some point you need mentors. They are the one that occupies the vertical relationship, and at some point we need to have mentees. Those are your boys that are going to be there for you at certain points, and these are like a complex web of relationship that we need to learn to manage together without one affecting another. Another essential skill for survival is culinary skill. This is a basic need of life that has to be met. Whether you know how to cook or you don't know how to cook, you will still have to eat. And for your survivor to survive and to thrive, you have to learn how to cook. You don't have to be the best chef in the world, but you should be able to make a decent food. You cannot continue eating out. It is not affordable and it is not even healthy and it is not financially wise. There is no way it is a good thing to continue eating out, and that is why you need to learn how to cook as a survival skill. Another essential skill to need to survive is journaling, like writing things down. Even though school is about writing, is about reading, is about writing, a lot of people still haven't cultivated the habit of documenting their life. Most of the time when you write something down, it is easy to accomplish whatever it is that you have written down. And that is something a lot of people are missing in their life. You don't just need this skill to survive, you need it to thrive as well. And one thing that a lot of accomplished people have in common is keeping a diary, right? Keeping a diary, writing things down, documenting their life and documenting their plans and what they hope to achieve. First aid. You are not just going to be saving your own life. You could save other people's life by learning for first aid. You don't need to volunteer with Red Cross to learn first aid. This is a skill you need to learn in order to be able to act in emergency situation, to be able to know what to do in critical situation where you are not close to medical professional. You don't need to be in healthcare, you don't need to be in health line to know basic first aid. It is an essential life skill that you need to cultivate. Unfortunately, it is not taught in school, but it is something you need to learn for your adult life, for survival, for thriving, and for saving yourself and others as well. The next skill you need to learn is retirement planning. Even though you might be 20, you might be 21, you might be 30, you might be 40, it is very important to start planning about retirement very early. Because the fact that you're not working for government, you're not working for an organization, you are an entrepreneur, you have your own company, does not stop you from having a retirement plan. Because by the time you are no longer, your retirement is when you can no longer work. Your retirement is when you can no longer, you are not agile enough to meet up with your deliverables again. And that is when your retirement is, and that is the time you need to plan for. When your hands cannot work again, but your mouth needs to feed, what do you resort into? This is a skill that you need to cultivate and continue refining as you work your way through to retirement. Because whether you like it or not, even if the government did not retire you, if your company did not retire you, your body system will retire you one day. And you need to have that in mind and continue working towards it as early as you can. It is an essential skill for survival and you need to master it. An essential skill for survival for life is DIY, doing it yourself. Learning to do a lot of things. You don't That does not replace the place of professionals in doing quite a number of things, but it has to do with the manual dexterity to fix things yourself. So you cannot always continue looking for someone to help you to fix basic things. You need to learn as much as possible to fix simple and easy things within the house, at your workplace, anywhere you find yourself. You should be This skill is very important because if you become a master of DIY, you are going to save a lot of cost on basic maintenance. This will reduce the expenses you spend calling people to fix basic things for you, and it will even increase your creativity, and in the long run it could eventually become another source of revenue for you. Another skill for survival is sales. Ability to know what to say to people for them to buy into what you are selling, for them to patronize what you are selling is an essential skill, not just for business growth, not just for entrepreneurship, but for surviving in life as well. Because it cuts across the ability to even sell yourself as a person to a potential partner, to even a potential spouse is very important. An essential skill for surviving is the ability to strike a balance between work and your personal life. This is where we have a lot of mental health issues, a lot of people that are depressed, a lot of burnout people. Is because of the fact that many people did not excel in prioritizing between their work and their life and their personal life. That is why a lot of families are far apart, a lot of relationships are abandoned because a lot of people did not know how to distinguish between personal demand and work demand. Leveraging technology is another skill for survival. At this particular age and time, one of the best thing you can know is knowing what technology to use at what, for what, and at what time. Even though you are going to be saving a lot of time, you are going to be within your workplace, in your relationship with others, in anywhere you find yourself, knowing how to maximize technology will make we make a lot of things seamless for you, and we save you a lot of stress and cost as well. Another essential skill for survival is rational decision making. Because human being are emotional being, so it is very easy for us to make decision based on emotion, based on our sentiments, based on how we feel at a particular point. But the ability to make rational decision, the ability to weigh options and make the most logical decision is an essential skill for survival, and it is something you need to learn. The last but not the least is conflict management. In as much as you are going to have to deal with people within your family, within the organization, within your neighborhood, everywhere you find yourself, you are going to be having people. Conflict is bound to happen. Conflict is inevitable. Your ability to manage conflict, your ability to manage this conflict without destroying a lot of things is a skill that is important.
Love TV Africa, your
Your
personal
personal
development
development
channel.
channel.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video and you want to see more amazing video content like this, kindly subscribe to this channel, Love TV Africa, and turn the notification on so that when we create more amazing video content like this, you can see them in real time.